on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skip to school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop out of morning. I had me some breakfast by the morning. I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a baby. Jumping in the bed with two dark teeth. Who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now McKinnon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling of, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Ty Montgomery, former star nearby Stanford. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. San Francisco's offense back onto the field. And take a moment to acknowledge the passing of Dwight Clark, one of the great ones back in June, and the Niners announced that this year they're going to wear number 87 logo on their helmets. A fitting tribute. A fitting tribute indeed. One of the all-time greats for the San Francisco 49ers. And I often think how they saw him and got him on the team. And it was very simply this. Former coach Bill Walsh went to work out a quarterback named Steve Fuller from Clemson, and he needed someone to catch the ball. And they got Dwight Clark off the golf course to catch the football for him, and Coach Walsh walked away thinking, I might have something with this wide receiver, and the rest is history. And, of course, he had the catch, and they're going to put a statue of that outside the stadium before their October 21st game. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Caught left side, Garcon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Here we go.
McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
Take it right on the 30. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. As the Packers make their way back out here on offense, and talk about Mr. Davis's trip to Green Bay. You've been doing the camp visits, and you went up to Green Bay. You had a great time, didn't you?
I certainly did, partner, and I went full fan, full historian, Packers lore. So while I was there, I drove to Vince Lombardi's house.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Earl Mitchell coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 71 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here comes a 49er offense yet again. Let's discuss the 49er running game while they trot out there. Carlos Hyde is, of course, gone. He's now in Cleveland. What do you make of the backfield as we move into 2018?
A little bit jumbled right now here in the preseason because of a lot of injuries. Jerick McKinnon, who came over from Minnesota, expected to be their lead back. He's dinged up, will not play the rest of the preseason. Neither will Matt Breida nor Joe Williams. All of them out of action. So right now, the top two runners, Raheem Mostert and Jeremy McNichols. McNichols from Boise State was with Tampa for a while last year before signing with the 49ers. And Mostert, as a kid, offered a surfing contract at one point before becoming an NFL running back.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's McKinnon. Ooh, with a jump. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Get set! Hey. 4 down.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. DeForest Buckner with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run it with McKinnon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They pitch it out to Montgomery. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Go.
They go play action here on first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. DeForest Buckner in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Rodgers to Montgomery on the draw. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. is throwing on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. To throw on second down. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Crosby on now to kick it away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds McKinnon, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They give him 12 yards and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're running right through it. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. To throw is Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the... He's got it at the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gold is able to put it through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Zoom. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Come on. Zoom.
Now Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Hey, while we got a second, let's talk rookie running backs. Obviously the headliner is Saquon Barkley, but there's a lot of good other backs in this class, are there not?
There certainly are, and there was a surprise first-round pick to many people out of San Diego State named Rashad Penny, who went to Seattle. They're trying to recreate that strong running game that they had that powered them to 2 Super Bowl appearances. How about Royce Freeman in Denver? A big-time pickup out of the University of Oregon. They expect him to be the lead runner when the season begins. He'll get every opportunity to do that. Kerryon Johnson in Detroit, out of Auburn. They haven't had a running game since I can't remember, and they need to take some pressure off of Matthew Stafford. Maybe Kerryon Johnson can power them that way. How about a couple below-the-radar guys? Chris Warren is leading the NFL in rushing after 2 weeks. Undrafted out of Texas, running the ball well for Oakland. And if John Kelly can step in and give him some good play in Los Angeles, they've got great insurance for Todd Gurley, who, of course, is their lead back.
A lot of good ones. Of course, the class would have been even better had Darius Geis not gone down with that ACL injury. Tough break for Washington. Here's J.K. Scott now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense. Get the ball back.
And a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 13 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Crosby with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken to the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And some room to run now. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
One, Omaha. Here we go. Like 20.
On first down, Garoppolo. Pass incomplete. Tremont Williams there to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to try again on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's incomplete. The great veteran Clay Matthews able to knock that one away in coverage.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good game. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But that's feel good.
And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And that last penalty makes his third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. A dump down to McKinnon. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll run with Montgomery. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, Now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They get it to him running left. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Got a man. It's Montgomery for the Packer touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point try now for Crosby. Oh, this is blocked. And the Niners have it. But he doesn't get it much further. Taken down on the other side of the 50. Looked good for a second there, but it turns out just to be a missed extra point.
We have seen some exciting returns of blocked extra points. This one doesn't quite get into that level, but it had to be an anxious moment after it was blocked, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think sometimes they still forget on both sides when that block comes on a PAT that you can return it for 2. He got it across midfield there, just not close to the end zone.
Yeah, you noted that moment of hesitancy, didn't you? You know, it's blocked. It's like, oh, yeah, that's right. It can be returned, and which means you have to get back and tackle him, too.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big.